Hey, this is Joshua Redding from the Mawcore band, and you're watching the Mike Wolf YouTube channel. You should check it out, share it. It's definitely something worth looking at and letting your friends know about.
Hi, I'm Dan Lawrence for the Mike Wolf YouTube channel, and we're once again live in Somerset, Pennsylvania, where they just get all the great Christian rock bands here at the Somerset Alliance Church. And today we're talking to Mawcore. Mawcore opened for Disciple tonight, and I thought you guys did a pretty awesome job.
Thank you.
And I need to find out, first of all, what is the meaning of Mawcore?
Well, we didn't even know what it was. We were looking for just words that would be cool. And we were going through the Hebrew and Greek, and we came across this word Mawcore. And so when we looked up the meaning of Mawcore, we were like, oh, we definitely have to have that. It means wellspring, and wellspring is the originating source of. And so we thought, man, Mawcore, the originating source of hope, we can be that as Christ flows through us.
Okay, and you guys are from?
Chambersburg.
Okay, Chambers, Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
the world-famous Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
The world-famous Chambersburg,
Home of Pat and Carla's Pizza, by the way. If you ever get to Chambersburg, best pizza in the state. Anyway, so let's talk about the origins of Mawcore, how you guys got together, how long you've been together, all that good stuff.
Well, for most of us, like three of us, we've actually been together since birth. It's pretty crazy. As weird as it is, my brother and I, my brother's on bass, and I'm on vocals, and then we actually dragged my dad along. Way back when we were kids, we started this band. It was called PIA, and we had no one to play guitar. And so we made him play guitar.
That's your dad playing guitar on stage with
guitar.
you guys.
Yep.
I was like, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, there's a guy up there who looks a little old and has really short hair, but man, he can really shred that thing.
Yep. We just keep dragging him along. We just keep making him play. We're wearing him out. We're burning him out. So he's been on the road with us in various forms for over 20 years.
So was he in a rock band before you guys were born or anything like that?
He actually he's a graduate of Hyles-Anderson, which is a Baptist Bible college, and he gave up all rock music. He was in a rock band in high school. Gave up everything to go be a pastor, and sold all of his gear so he could pay for his first month's rent. Sold gear I think he said it was like $350 for his first month's rent. And later on down the road, he finds that one guitar was $30,000 in value. But he gave it all up for the ministry. Really? He never even touched a guitar after that until we moved back to Pennsylvania. And then he started playing an acoustic guitar and started writing songs. And then we heard about Petra, and at the end of the story, we all played rock and roll.
Yeah, Petra, they're like, I'm a big fan. From back in my day, you could probably tell I'm old. Petra is the bomb. Okay. Talk a little bit about what Mawcore is up to these days as far as any kind of touring. I know you guys just played in Somerset here and opened for Disciple. And I'll admit I didn't get a chance to look at your website this afternoon and see what kind of gigs you have coming up this summer.
We don't have a lot because we have been desperately wanting to finish a brand new album. And so we have a whole collection of songs that we've been trying to save our pennies and get into the studio and actually record. And so that's what we've been really focusing on, is getting that. Other than that, family is a big priority to us, and the road life isn't so easy. So we're just weekend warriors.
So you actually have real jobs then. Tell me what your real job is.
I am actually I do home improvements, and I'm a stay-at-home dad.
So how many people tell you that you sound like Geddy Lee on stage?
A lot of people tell me that. It's either
you actually look like him a little bit, to be honest with you, young Geddy Lee.
Right. Yeah, I get that a lot. I've gotten that in all the bands that I've been in. Usually people will say Geddy Lee. We had one guy walk up to us and say that we sounded like Rush singing Metallica songs.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. We had another guy say that it was like Dave Grohl singing Rush songs. I'm like, well, that's a switch. Maybe you meant the other way, but yeah, I didn't even like
first thing I thought of when I heard your recording this afternoon is, dude, sounds like Geddy Lee.
Never did any covers though.
Well, we can always start a Rush tribute band.
We could since they retired. So
yep. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to hear on this new recording coming up that you're working on.
Well, it's definitely going to be a little bit harder than the stuff that we have out right
I
now.
noticed you played a couple of your newer songs, and they did sound harder.
Yeah,
Is that one of your goals for the new recording?
A little bit, because the theme of the album is a bit of a tougher topic. It's a little bit, and I think it's the theme that's going on in the Christian music industry right now, because in the Christian music industry, it seems like we're all, especially Christian rock industry, we're all sensing that we are going to have to really step up and kind of sound the trumpets and charge, because no one else is doing it. Everyone else is kind of lulling themselves to sleep, and the rock stars have got to rock stars. Yeah, we're not even rock stars, but people call you rock stars to get used to that. But like, we have to raise our hands up and we have to say, listen, we're going to be the Joshuas, we're going to be the Gideons, we're going to go into battle, whether we come out or not. We got to go into battle, and we got to fight for what's right. So,
okay. You talked just before about the fact that family's first, and I noticed your son is even part of your touring entourage now.
As much as possible, he goes out on the road with us. My wife does too when she can. It's really important to me. Real sensitive subject. I lost my first marriage to music, so it's very much important to me to have my family around as much as possible. And sometimes we pass up shows just because it's just not going to work out.
Okay, and I have a copy here of your latest actual recording. This is a Mawcore Mudman, and it looks like a full-blown album here,
Full-blown.
And one of the songs on here is actually on the Christian rock charts now.
Yeah.
And that's the title cut, Mudman?
No, it's actually the bottom feed, which is towards
bottom
the
feed. That's
bottom
right.
Feed. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how's that feel, man? Dudes from Chambersburg. Hey, you got the number 10 song on the Christian rock charts.
Yeah, we actually that was mind blowing. This past week on ChristianRock.net, we hit 3. And we're like, what? And then the rock charts, the national rock charts came out, and we were up to 6. I'm like, yeah, we'll take it.
With names like Disciple on the same chart as Mawcore, it had to be a little bit of a humbling experience, eh?
It is for us. It's anything is humbling, because we don't ever really go into this expecting anything but try to glorify God. It's I don't even know how to say it. It sounds cliche, but it's not really important to us to be famous or successful if we haven't done our job sharing hope with people. So,
well, I guess it's a kind of a cool thing, though, since you don't really tour a lot per se, but your recordings are getting the airplay, and so that still makes it all worthwhile.
It definitely makes it worthwhile, because it's achieving the goal of reaching as many people as possible.
The goal of, the ministry of Mawcore, even though you don't get to see them in concert a lot, it's up there on the radio for you.
Right.
So, before we close here, I would just like to say something to any present fans of Mawcore, and I know you guys kind of were self-mocking about not having a boatload of fans on stage tonight, but I think anybody, go on your local streaming service, go on the Mawcore website, check these guys out. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So give us a little message to your family of folks who appreciate your music, because I'm not going to use the word fans.
Right. It is definitely more about family, and we try to make that too. So we're extremely grateful for any of you who actually spend time listening to the music, talking to us, sharing posts, sharing comments, just making it all so much better, because That's what we do it for. We do it for each individual, and we like to call everybody the Wellsprings because each person is the Wellspring, and that's what really kind of grows out of the Mawcore is the people willing to go out and do the footwork. Because bands can only get to one show at a time, and then from that leaves however many people, 100, 200, 300, whatever many people show up. And those 300 people become the Wellspring. Those people become the ones who share the light and hope of Jesus Christ with the world around them. And that's what makes it a difference. So each person here who's watching this, we're super grateful for you. And we really do hope and challenge you to become the Wellspring that shares the light and hope of Jesus Christ to all you come in contact with, because you are special and you are a life of great value. And that's huge to understand because you really mean a lot to Jesus.
So is there anything else you would like to relate to your family out there?
Make sure that you are checking out the Spotify playlist. Make sure that you are checking out the Instagram page, all the social media. That's the best place to find us. We try to stay as active as we can on there. If you go and purchase the CD, feel free to share it and tag us, because we will be happy to reshare that on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, as well as any other place we can. So remember that it can be on Spotify, but we have lots and lots of things available for purchase on our website and through various other sources. You'll find it. Just type in Mawcore. It'll be awesome.
Oh, that new T-shirt you guys just come out with, awesome. You got to go on the website just to check out this new T-shirt. It's great. I think I got to ask, who designed that?
Jeremy, the bass player.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I saw it on Facebook this afternoon. I'm like, whoever designed that has really got his act together as far as designing T-shirts.
Hey, this is Joshua Redding from Mawcore. Welcome to Mike Wolf's YouTube channel, everyone from South America. We definitely appreciate you taking the time to watch all these things, and we're grateful for you. So keep on watching and keep on sharing.